Welcome. Another episode of Mindfulness Moments. I'm going to choose another card from the deck, 108 cards based on Thich Nhat Hanh's writings, and I will talk about them, share with you my experiences, uh, go from there. So I've chosen a card randomly, an invitation. We live in a time when everyone is too caught up in the preoccupations of everyday life. And we do not have enough time to live in suchness with mindfulness. Do not take the time to touch things in depth, to discover the true nature of life. You are invited to use your intelligence, your time, and your resources to taste the joy of the present moment. I think maybe we need to define suchness. So there's some Sanskrit terms for suchness. Suchness can refer to the interconnectedness, the emptiness, the true nature of being. It can also refer to that island of the big self that we return to, the island of no separateness, no separate self. We're invited to use our mindfulness. Mindfulness is a bit of a buzzword. We use it here and there to describe meditation, be even just aware of what you're doing in your everyday activities at work. Be mindful. If you're using a chainsaw, you're going to be mindful, right? So that same concentration when you're holding that chainsaw and you're going to cut down a tree and you think about which direction it may fall, the wind, everything involved. That's the same attention that we're going to bring to our everyday life, our everyday thoughts. We're so distracted. And part of the reason why we're distracted, a lot of people like to blame social media or they blame some organization behind it. But no, it's not that complicated. The real root is that we're afraid to be with ourselves. We're afraid to be with our suffering. We're afraid to be with our aloneness. But when we venture into that place, when we begin to look at our own suffering, our own neuroses, so to speak, when we begin to understand that, then we can understand that in others. And compassion and love can be born from that. We be compassionate towards ourselves. We begin to love ourselves more. And then that way we can be more compassionate to others, more loving to others, because we see that there's no separateness. This small self is connected to big self. I can look at the suffering in me. I can see that I have the roots of anger, the seeds of anger, the seeds of hatred, the seeds of love, of compassion. I can choose which seeds I want to water. So we have an invitation. We have an invitation. If you're going to continue to scroll, scroll for more content like this. If you're going to consume a book about something like this. If you're going to do an activity, do it mindfully, do it without judgment, do it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, be reborn in this life, to wake up to the interconnectedness of all beings, to return to our childlike curiosity. It's available in this moment. No one, no one deserves to suffer. The Buddha teaches us that suffering exists, and he teaches us the way out of suffering. Mindfulness, our meditation, our awareness, our non duality, no separateness. Suchness also refers to that non duality. The Tao says that this exists because of that. Course in Miracles says that two emotions can exist at the same time. Fear and love can exist at the same time. If you move away from fear into love, and then you just be, you're being love.